welcome to Christine Kamau Talks. My name is Christine Kamau. And as usual, it's a joyful and delightful thing. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to talk to you and really appreciate the feedback that has been coming from you guys and through WhatsApp and through SMSs and emails and people requesting to address various things and there seems to have been a catch about the emotional barrier that we spoke about last time. People just wanting to know, why isn't communication effective if two people are in a relationship? And we spoke last time and said that there are barriers to communication, and I spoke about emotional barrier. And we just want to expound a bit on that based on some of the feedback that has come from you guys. And we spoke and said the emotional barrier happens when there is an issue between the person that you're relating with or the person that you want to communicate with, and probably something has happened between the two of you that has affected your emotions. Either the two of you or one of the parties could be affected. And when that happens, when the emotions are affected, there's this invisible wall that grows between the two of you that makes communication very difficult. And you find that when you want to talk to this person, it's like there's this wall and your words are just bouncing back. You throw them to that person, but it's like they have locked you out. They're there, they're looking at you, they seem to be listening to you, but in actual sense, they are not. They have locked you out. Their mind could even be somewhere else, or because they are so wounded and so hurt and so fearful or so disappointed, or so the emotions could take many different shapes. And what happens is that when those emotions are inside somebody, it becomes very difficult for that person to be able to communicate effectively, or even to listen to what you want to say to them. And therefore, it's always important to engage in a conversation knowing that there is nothing of that sort. Now, the question that comes is, so how do you talk to somebody who has blocked you out? Or how do you express yourself to somebody that does not even want to listen to you? And that's a very important question. And I just want to put it across to us that it becomes your responsibility, if you're involved in a relationship, to do your part. Okay? Do your part in terms of show your willingness to be able to humble yourself and even find out from that person, did I hurt you? Did I do something? Because probably when somebody locks you out, some of them don't even want to talk. Some of them just withdraw into themselves and decide, I'm not going to listen to you, or I will pretend to be listening to you, but in actual sense, I will not be listening to you, or my mind will be elsewhere. I will be there physically, but I'll not be paying any attention. And that's where you have to be the more mature one. That's where you have to express your maturity by rising up and actually talking to that person and finding out, hey, so and so, could I have done something that probably you did not like? Did I say something that hurt you? Did I say something that wounded you? Why do I feel like you've shut me out? Just be the mature one and be able to find out that. And even if that person still insists, no, I'm okay. Because sometimes you find that when somebody is very emotional, they want to say, no, I'm okay. And especially ladies, I know how ladies, you just want to close out people and, you're like, somebody asks you, are you okay? And you say, yeah, I'm okay. Are you? But you've given them this silent treatment, or you've gone into a mood swing, but you're still insisting that you're okay. And therefore I'm saying the person that is getting this cold treatment, you be the mature one. And talk to this person and find out, have I wronged you? Did I do something wrong? And even if they insist that there is nothing wrong that you have done to them, you apologize. Take the initiative. You be the mature one and tell them, you know what? I may have spoken. And if you're aware of even something that you did, because remember I said in the first episode that communication is not about competition. It's not about who wins the discussion. It's not about, yay, I won, you lost. It's not about that. If you genuinely care about that person, it's not about competing with them. It should be a win-win situation. And therefore, even if it means you humble yourself and come to this person and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I actually did not speak to you well, or what I did was not correct. You humble yourself, ask this person to forgive you, ask for forgiveness from this person. And then from there, if that person is really also mature, that person will see the posture that you have taken, and it therefore begins to clear the air between you. It may not happen that day, it may not happen tomorrow, But be sure the fact that you have humbled yourself and asked for forgiveness, even when you know you could have been right. Because remember I said it's not about competing about who's right. So sometimes it pays just to humble yourself and actually ask for forgiveness, even when you know that you're the one that was right. And this brings healing into the relationship, because once the emotions of this other person have been healed, and once this other person feels like, yeah, they have apologized to me, then it clears the air. And then your that wall that was there, that was invisible, begins to come down. And remember, like I said, it may not happen that day. It may not happen in a day. It may even take some days. But guess what? You are the more mature one. And you know what? Before God, you have done what is right. And therefore, God will honor your action of humbling yourself and asking for forgiveness, even if you are the one that was right. And God will bring healing inside of that relationship. So that when that relationship has been healed, or the air has been cleared, then the communication can become effective once more. And don't feel like you've really failed, or things are really thick, because there is always an opportunity to make amends. Don't give up on your relationship. Don't give up on your communication abilities. Don't give up on the fact that I've tried to reach out to this person and nothing seems to be working out, because you may find that, you just never know. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Every opportunity that God gives you counts. And God will honor your action, your mature action, to actually humble yourself, to go before this person and ask them to forgive you. And that clears. And that's still part of the emotional barrier that can come inside of our communication. And it looks like this emotional thing is quite big because of the feedback, the kind of feedback that I've been getting from the last episode that we did. And we'll see, maybe we can still be able to take this a little bit more. And if you still have questions and you still have things that you want clarified, then we'll be able to discuss this. We'll be able to talk a bit more about this in the next episode. I am open. I am free to talk to you. I am free to take your calls. I'm free to respond to you, even personally, whether you want to send a message or a WhatsApp message, an email. I am available to talk to you and discuss with you, and just be able to give you help, and just be able to make that difference, because I care. And I want us to be able to journey together, have healthy and strong relationships the way God made them to be. So don't give up on your relationship. Don't shut out that person as yet. Give it one more shot. Try again. As long as you've got today, there is still hope. It's never too late to begin again, as long as you've got today. It's never too late to pick up the broken pieces of your life. So it's never too late. It's never too late to begin again. Bye for now, and God bless you.